About 6 or 5 years ago, I was playing football pretty far away from my home when all of a sudden something strange happened to me. And of course, this thing was something that I wasn't expecting. It was late at night and I had had a pretty bad and long day at school. I remember that there was a large full moon in the sky and everything was going well, such as expected. The guys were playing football, we were having a blast, but then I got tired and I was chubby, you know, like overweight, fat, by the way. And I had just had a few problems like 2 or 3 months before that day with my breathing because I was chubby. And so I decided to stop by the opponent's goal. I looked at the moon for a while trying to catch my breath again. I sat down on some steps very close to our pitch. I mean very close to the edge of our pitch, because it was on the street. And I wondered if I was going to be tired like that the rest of my life. I felt beat, so I closed my eyes, and after a few minutes I heard the crowd laughing and I felt a shove. Then I fell. I had already struck the ground when I realized who had shoved me. The wind was blowing and that guy was smirking at me. You know, like, ha 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 ha. He told me something like, "Hey you chubby god, what are you doing here? Get out, but before, go and get the ball. It just went to the river and we guess it is over there. So go and bring it back to us." I looked down to the water, to the river, and I saw the ball. But of course I didn't go. The opponents were making fun of my body. And the worst thing is that my own team was making fun of my body too. I just walked home. I was walking home when this thought came to my mind. I thought, is this gonna be the same all the time? Because I'm fed up. Because I had heard that kind of insult for the last 5 years. I had been trying to change my inactive lifestyle, to mind my food and to exercise, but I never did. It started to drizzle, and while my tears were dropping off my eyes, I made me a promise. "You will get fit," I said. "You will be the best playing football. You will mind your food, and you will watch your health, and you will do it for nobody but you." I quickly realized that it had become a gloomy night and that I had to dash. The next day was the day 0. That's how I named it. I went to the nearest park, I started to walk, then to jog, and while I was jogging, I started to run faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. I quit sodas, I quit bags of candies, and all kind of trash food. 6 long months had passed when I could tell my glow up. I forgot to tell you that during that 6 months I never went back to our pitch with that guys. But then the day came and I went back and I was as fit as a fiddle. My physical resistance was at the top. I had already arrived when the guy who had made fun of my body came to our pitch. To be honest, I couldn't recognize him due to he was as much overweight as I was 6 months before that day. "Hello," I said. "Hi," he answered. And I guess none of them had recognized me or even know who I was, because they even asked me to play for them, in their team. And of course I accepted. We were playing amazing, such as professional footballers. And out of nowhere, the same guy asked me, "Why hadn't we played together before?" And I replied, "My goodness, we have." "What?" "Yes," I said. What's your name?" And I hadn't replied when I could see his amazed face. "I am Jose Rene," I said. That day I learned 2 things. When I was way younger, I would make fun of my friend's body and the body of my classmates. I paid for it, and then that guy paid for what did to me. And the second thing I learned that day, if you love yourself and you look after you, you'll be happier.